Beneath the scorching sands of Egypt, deep under the silent weight of the ocean, and hidden within ancient temples carved by forgotten hands, there are discoveries that challenge everything we think we know about history, objects so precise, so advanced, that they seem to whisper of a lost knowledge far beyond their time. Imagine standing before massive granite sarcophagi weighing over 100 tons, their surfaces polished with such perfection that even modern tools struggle to replicate the same smoothness, their edges cut with uncanny accuracy, as if shaped not by primitive chisels but by technology we have yet to fully understand, raising the unsettling question: who or what had the capability to create them thousands of years ago? As researchers and explorers continue to uncover these mysterious artifacts, the line between ancient craftsmanship and advanced engineering begins to blur, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and quiet disbelief. These are not just relics of the past. They are puzzles carved in stone, challenging the idea that human progress has always been linear, suggesting instead that perhaps long before our modern age, there existed knowledge that was lost, buried, or deliberately forgotten, waiting patiently beneath layers of time to be rediscovered. And as we take a closer look at these impossible creations, one thing becomes clear: the past may be far more advanced and far more mysterious than we ever dared to imagine. If the massive stone creations already feel impossible, the mystery deepens even further with one of the most astonishing devices ever discovered: the Antikythera mechanism, a complex assembly of bronze gears recovered from a shipwreck near Greece, dating back over 2,000 years, yet so advanced that it is often described as the world's first analog computer. This intricate machine was capable of predicting solar and lunar eclipses with remarkable precision, tracking celestial movements in a way that wasn't believed possible until many centuries later, forcing historians to reconsider the true level of scientific understanding in the ancient world. How could such a sophisticated system exist in a time when most civilizations are thought to have had only basic tools? The precision of its interlocking gears, the mathematical knowledge required to design it, and the astronomical insights embedded within its structure suggest that ancient engineers possessed a deep and highly developed comprehension of the universe, one that somehow vanished from history only to be rediscovered much later. As scientists continue to study the mechanism using modern imaging technologies, each new detail uncovered only adds to the mystery rather than solving it, hinting that this device may not have been unique, but rather part of a broader, now lost tradition of advanced craftsmanship and scientific innovation, leaving us to wonder how many other breakthroughs were created, used, and ultimately erased by time, their secrets still waiting to surface from the depths of history. The mystery unfolds. We encounter materials that seem to defy the natural laws of time itself, such as the legendary Iron Pillar of Delhi, a towering structure that has stood exposed to the elements for over 1,600 years without significant rust, astonishing modern scientists who still study its unique composition and protective properties. Unlike ordinary iron, which quickly corrodes, this pillar was forged using techniques that created a natural anti-corrosion layer, a level of metallurgical mastery that feels strikingly advanced for its era, raising the question of whether ancient craftsmen understood chemical processes far better than we assume. And then there is the mesmerizing Lycurgus cup, a Roman glass vessel that appears green in reflected light but glows a deep red when illuminated from within, an effect caused by microscopic particles of gold and silver embedded in the glass. What many now describe as an early form of nanotechnology, achieved nearly 2 millennia ago without modern instruments. These discoveries blur the boundary between ancient art and advanced science, suggesting that what we often dismiss as primitive may actually conceal layers of knowledge that were refined, deliberate, and astonishingly sophisticated, hinting that the ancient world may have possessed secrets of material science that we are only just beginning to rediscover today. Perhaps the most controversial discoveries are those that hint at ancient energy and mechanical systems, artifacts that seem almost too advanced for their time, like the enigmatic Baghdad battery, a simple clay jar containing a copper cylinder and an iron rod, which some researchers believe could generate a small electric current when filled with an acidic liquid, raising the provocative possibility that ancient civilizations may have experimented with electricity long before it was officially understood. Equally puzzling are ancient stone carvings and structures often described as turbine-like, such as spiral-shaped formations and precisely carved channels that suggest controlled movement of water, air, or even energy, though their true purpose remains uncertain and widely debated among historians and engineers alike. While mainstream explanations often point to ceremonial or symbolic uses, the striking resemblance of these forms to modern mechanical concepts continues to fuel speculation that ancient builders may have explored principles of motion and power in ways we have yet to fully decode, leaving behind fragments of knowledge carved in stone. Whether these objects were early experiments, misunderstood tools, or something entirely different, they challenge our assumptions and invite us to look beyond conventional history, where the boundary between myth and technology begins to blur, and where each new discovery only deepens the mystery of what ancient civilizations were truly capable of achieving. As we reach the final layer of these astonishing discoveries, we are left facing artifacts that have survived the passage of time with an almost unnatural resilience, ancient weapons, and tools that remain astonishingly intact, their edges sharp, their structures uncorroded, as if they were crafted not for a single era but for eternity. Legends speak of extraordinary materials like Damascus steel, blades said to slice through lesser metals while maintaining their strength and flexibility, a lost technique that modern science has struggled to fully recreate, hinting at a forgotten mastery of metallurgy. Across different civilizations, similar anomalies appear: objects that resist decay, constructions that endure earthquakes, and craftsmanship so precise it challenges even today's engineering standards. Taken together, these pieces form a pattern that is difficult to ignore, suggesting that ancient knowledge may not have been as primitive or limited as we often believe, but instead fragmented, lost through wars, disasters, and the slow erosion of time. Perhaps the greatest mystery is not how these technologies existed, but why they disappeared, leaving only scattered clues behind, inviting us to question the true story of human progress and wonder whether history is not a straight line forward, but a cycle of rise, loss, and rediscovery that continues even now.